Assalamu alaikum, good evening and welcome to this 9 o'clock news edition. And tonight, as headline, we have the Republic of Djibouti has celebrated the International Day of Persons with Disability. And from the international scene, Djibouti has celebrated the no tourist Peter Sharif to France. Let us begin with the prominent national news now. As part of the celebration of the International Day of Persons with Disability, the ANPH organized in collaboration with the CHA a story march for disability followed by a festivity ceremony at the People's Place on Sunday, December 23, 2018. Like other countries in the world, the Republic of Djibouti celebrated the World Day for Persons with Disability with the theme 2018 Improvement of persons with disability for inclusive, equitable and sustainable development. This day was an opportunity to raise awareness on the issues of disability and more specifically to promote the rights of people with disabilities. The day began very early with a walk from the Cornish Party Hall to the People's Place Esplanade, where the participants were supplied with water. The walk over a few kilometers brought together dozens of participants from Association of People with Disability and more, particularly from National Network of Disability People, under the slogan "Handicapé all, mobilize all concerned." The walk was followed by a ceremony that was patented by entertainment sensitizing to disability, including a sketch and access to work and implement education and higher education by access to health and use housing. Thus, this representation the association put forward the difficulties still encountered today by a large part of the population of Djibouti. The General Director of the Agency for Handicapped Persons, Dual Said, he said he was delighted of this event today and added that the creation of this agency many actions have been undertaken with several departments and promise progress for him. The President of the National Commission of Human Rights, Mr. Salban Omar Udin, to indicate that the person living with a handicapped person is above all human being handicapped. Thus, of this fact, she enjoys all her rights in the same way as any person. The Social Affairs Secretary, Mr. Mona Usman Eden, indicated that the situation of persons with disability constitutes an issue that requires a response from all sectoral departments and the Minister of Women and Family, Mumina Ahmed Hassan, to indicate that the creation of the National Agency of Persons Handicapped has made it through its commitment, its initiative, and its endeavor, and aid that they will meet their needs. The work defines the commitment of the National Assembly on the extermination of the 2019 patch. It's still in committee. Today, a new meeting of the Finance Committee chaired by MP Sharmarke was held in the committee room to discuss the various bills of the 2019 patch. The government was represented by the patch Minister Body Ahmed, surrounded by his aide in the Secretary General of the patch, Mr. Miprahu, and the Director of Customs, Khaled Ahmadi Yusuf. Members of the Finance Committee and the non-member parliamentarian participate in the study of the 2019 budget. The Finance Committee will continue tomorrow and the next few days to examine the budget files 2019 in the presence of all members. The foundation of the first African Forum on Vocational Training held in Dakar, Morocco, ended on Saturday, December 22, 2018. This forum, under the patronage of the Sovereign of the Sharifian Kingdom, His Majesty Muhammad IV, was on the theme Governance of Vocational Training System for Employability and the Competitiveness in Africa. The participating countries, including the Minister of National Education and Vocational Vocational Training, Mr. Mustafa Mohammed Mahmoud, adopted an important statement in which the African Forum is set up a privileged space to promote a common African vision on professional training, to promote the exchange of experience, initiative, and good practice of each of the member states in the process mutualization. The declaration resulting from this forum also recommended that member countries disseminate this experience with regard to entrepreneurship and the evolution of profession in terms of digital transformation and challenges of climate change. This National Security Agency arrested the night of December 16 the so-called Peter Sharif alias Abu Hamza, alleged international terrorist of French origin, who is among others suspected in the attack on satirical newspaper Charlie Hebdo. The alleged terrorist arrived in Djibouti on September 9, 2018 from Yemen under the name of Mohammed Mabrakaram with false identity documents declaring him a Yemen national. Arrived by foot like most of his fellow citizens fleeing the war in the Yemen, landed and they stayed from a few months in the Obo refugee camp Markazi before reaching the capital, where he moved the seaport of Bapala. Peter Sharif, 36-year-old Sharif, worked at the construction company and settled permanently with his family in suburb of Bapala, where he was located by the National Security Agent. This same agent who perceive or false identity document will strike him for a certain time in order to know his itinerary and his activity. His house is located at Holland 2. He goes down here to take this staircase. The individual immediately engaging through the street of the city Holland 2, festival and not to cleanse into this house a night of virtually no ever. Few people know to occupant of the house except two small children that we see in front of the house, according to the reports. The tennis center of the Djiboutian Tennis Federation hosted the 60th edition of the International Women's Tournament of this discipline, which brought together players from 27 nations from around the world. After 2 weeks of various meetings, the 60th edition calls this Saturday, December 22, saying the competition, which starts on December 10, have reached their final stage after 2 weeks of high-level sporting game. That's between Friday and Saturday. Two final were held, namely the double final, which pitted the players from Germany against those of Netherlands, who won by 2 games at 0, and the final of the single, who put the players of the Belarusian and the Netherlands, who also won by 3 games, has said one speaking during the presentation of the trophy. Mr. Humad says this opportunity to thank the CH and sponsor who contributed to this section of this international tournament. The president of the federation asserted that this 6th edition was as successful as the previous one. This Djiboutian Football Federation handed the sport equipment for women's football to the hand of the president of the Women's Football Commission, Mrs. Kuresha, the day before yesterday at the Technical Center for the Good Conduct of the National Championship of Women's Football of the season 2018-19, in the presence of the president of the Djibouti Football Federation, Mr. Suleiman Hassan Wabiri, and the women's team leader. The president of the Women's Football Commission thanked the president of the Djibouti Football Federation, which supported us for the development of national football, which the women's team that participated for this women's football championship. That's it for tonight's news. Thanks for your watching and have a good night.